Follow me on my travel to Vietnam, where we will embark on a journey through Da Nang and back to Ho Chi Minh City. We will be exposed to a new culture and an array of different cuisines, beaches, and a lot of motorcycle riding. This is my journey to Vietnam. We are ready for takeoff on the first hour of my 16-hour-long flight from Cleveland to LA and LA to Hong Kong, then Hong Kong to Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam.
Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts. We are expecting some turbulence. Thank you.
It's always amazing for me that first takeoff, especially when you're flying in the sky at night, just before you ascend above the clouds. The city lights look so serene and the scene invokes a calmness in me that makes me feel so alive. There is no other feeling like it. I'm just taking it all in. And every time I fly, I meet a new person with a different character that adds a bonus to flying. I wonder who I'm going to meet this time.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
And I imagine that if I was a voice that can change humanity with every travel I want. If only such a thing was possible to exist.
Yeah, I knew it. She lost her damn marbles.
Enough of the dramatic theatrics. I'm tired of sleep time. I finally made it to Hong Kong. Half the battle getting to Da Nang, Vietnam is almost over. The flight over from Cleveland to Los Angeles in coach was uncomfortable. At least my legs got a little wiggle room, which was an improvement from Los Angeles to Hong Kong because I got better seats. But imagine my surprise when I went to check in for my next flight to Vietnam. I got upgraded.
On my way to Ho Chi Minh City from Hong Kong, flying Polaris. Nice pillows.
I am trying not to look like a newbie when it comes to flying first class, but I have no idea how to get my seat to recline all the way back or raise up the privacy divider. So this is me figuring it out as I go. Got it. Now it's time to get comfortable.
My name is Natasha here, and I will be your international host around today's flight. We have two amazing pilots here with us that are based in LA, as well as your whole in-flight crew. Our captain is David tonight. Our first officer is Henry. They'll both be flying.
Let's speed this up.
Remix.
you don't want to watch me eat, so let's speed this up too. $100 exchanged for 2.5 million 400 BND. But the current exchange was 2.6 million 80 400 BND. So you're losing about 180,000 Vietnamese dong. Just beware of very low exchange rates at the airport. You lose about $180,000 at the kiosk. I recommend only to exchange small amounts to get around.
I want to drain your bank.
My plane was delayed. I arrived at 2:30 a.m. and since it was 2:30 a.m., it was too late to get a flight out of Ho Chi Minh City to Da Nang. And I didn't have a place to sleep, so I had a taxi drive me around until I found a room. So if you are coming from the States, remember the differences in time zones. Since I was close to the airport, I gave myself an hour to get there. I left the room about 6:30 a.m. My flight was boarding at 7:30 a.m. This was my first time flying with Vietnam Airlines, and I got to say it feels a little offsetting when you just finished flying a first-class flight versus just flying coach. But I was totally happy because this was a new experience for me, and new things are always so fun, especially when you don't know what's going to happen next, and excitement always keeps you on the edge of your seat. I mean literally.
When you follow your dreams, your excitement takes you as high as the planes in the sky.
So we're off to Con San Mai Khe Hotel, which was my lodging for 2 weeks. It was a traditional style hotel suite with mostly traditional amenities, king-size bed, plump pillows, nice-size closet, 49-inch screen smart TV, and a separate living area for you and your guests. And also a mini fridge and a private balcony area. So I tried to make a phone call, and I already totally forgot that I was in Vietnam, and I needed an eSIM to make a call, and I didn't buy one from the airport because I did my research, and there is a lot of content warning tourists not to buy eSIMs from the airport because of all the inflated prices and all of the fake minute scams. So do yourself a favor and use roaming until you get to your hotel to help prevent yourself from falling for all the tourist traps, because there is a lot of them out there. So now I needed to find a place to get an eSIM, which brought me to one of the best places in Vietnam to get an eSIM, Viettel Theo Cash Kua Van. I believe the translation is Viettel your way. What impressed me was her ability to speak fluently, even though there was a language barrier. We had a couple of rough patches, but it worked out fine in the end.
Let's speed this up.
I'm glad that's over with. Now I can stop roaming on my cell because that was getting expensive. My phone service is with T-Mobile, so 25 cents a minute gets really costly over time. Okay, now I'm getting hungry, so let's do some exploring to see what I can find to eat. I was just starving, but now I am no longer hungry. Let's do more exploring. So I done ventured off way too far because this area is starting to look shady, if you know what I mean. So I better turn around. If I wasn't stuffed, I would try some of this street food. But I am, so I am going to keep it moving. It looks like it's going to rain and I don't have my umbrella, so I'm going back to my room. So the clouds definitely looks like it's about to be raining cats and dogs.
Oh, I can hear the club. They do got a club over there. Huh.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
Oh no, it's about to rain and my umbrella is going to get all wet.
It's not raining.
It's raining.
Walking on the beach and I noticed this gem. I forgot the name of the restaurant, but it was awesome. And it had the best ocean view and came with a really nice service. tired of walking everywhere, let's get a motorcycle.
This fight's gonna be a good one.
The Dragon Bridge when the sun is up versus the Dragon Bridge when the sun is down.
Fight!
Which side will win? In this light versus dark showdown, darkness wins, only because the dark complements the light. And because the Dragon Bridge in Da Nang breathes fire and sprays water every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night at 9 p.m. The show typically lasts about 15 minutes, starting with 18 rounds of fire and followed by 3 rounds of water. Since the dark won, I'm going to show you me riding on the Dragon Bridge at night when it's dark first.
Well, the Dragon Bridge is pretty cool.
Fun fact, the Dragon Bridge in Da Nang, Vietnam, was built between 2009 and 2013. Construction officially broke ground on July 19, 2009, and the bridge opened to traffic on March 29, 2013, commemorating the 38th anniversary of the liberation of Da Nang. I had to do a little research to find this information, but it's always fun to know your history or herstory depending on how you look at it. Is his story or her story? Whatever makes sense to you.
Nada.
Let there be light.
Say it louder, say
That's
it
a big ass
louder.
dragon, that's dope.
Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. If you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, down, down. Gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life.
So I'm on my way to the famous flea market I keep hearing about because I need a new carry-on bag for the flight back home. My old one's straps ripped off on the way here.
Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Say it louder, say it louder. You're the question, you're the answer. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. If you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Oh, feel the moment, feel the power. Oh, bring me out of moment time. Oh, bring the energy one more time.
I accidentally drove past the flea market, so I need to make a U-turn, but this is a one-way. And I totally can't turn here. I'm looking for a bag. It's over here somewhere. I found a bag, but I had to turn off the camera because vendors get nervous. Now I just gotta find my way out of this maze and back to my bike. I found the stairs now, let's get out of here. So I thought that was my bike. Because if they need to make room for some reason, they will move your bike. So I had to make sure I didn't want to pass it. There's my bike right where I left it.
Marty.
So the next thing on my list of things to do is to go to a place where I can eat all the lobster I can eat. But in Vietnamese, all the tom hom I can eat. So let's do it. So I did some digging and I found an excellent place to eat called All Seasons Lobster and Seafood Buffet. It promises you will experience a lavish feast of exquisite flavors. And that's the type of fine dining I had in mind. So I decided to go check it out. The menu had reasonable prices for the quality of food. I needed to make reservations because you couldn't just show up. It's a more upscale place to dine. This restaurant has 3 floors. The upstairs was full of people at the time that I recorded the video, but I requested to be closer to the door. So I assure you this restaurant is not empty. Just make sure you call for reservations early. If you wait too long, they will probably be booked.
1 second thought. Yes. Can you pull off that?
I don't know why I had a brain fart, but I just wanted her to remove the shell. Instead, I called the shell that, leaving me stuck on stupid for about 2 seconds. Next up, let's drive by the Lady Buddha Goddess of Mercy on my moped and see how close I can get without going up there. The Lady Buddha statue in Da Nang, Vietnam is one of the tallest Buddha statues that stands to date today in all of Vietnam. Fun fact about the Lady Buddha statue, she started being constructed on in 2004, sometime in August, I believe around the 4th, by the sculptors Thuy Lam and his student Chao Viet Thanh. So I know that I have to travel somewhere off to the far northeast up towards that mountain area. So so I'm going to just wing it and hopefully I get there.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
Don't come near me, you're bad luck.
You should have a chill pill and relax.
And this is when I realized that the mountain area is more further away than I imagined.
Coming down, letting nothing soak into my skin.
I was having technical difficulties with my smart glasses, so accidentally some of the video got erased. She looks even more beautiful up close. Wow. That's the entrance there to the right, where you would go to take a tour up to see her.
What the fuck? Is that there? Dude, that is so fucking awesome. Oh.
The Lady Buddha looks amazing, and the sheer vastness of the sculpture makes you feel so tiny that your inner sense knows that you're in the presence of a deity. Next up, I'm going to hang out at the beach to see if I can find some company. It's been fun solo, but being in paradise is only fun for so long without a special someone to share the moments with. With that being said, this beach stays open all night long and has a nightclub. So it's probably one of a kind, but on second thought, there could be more out there. So if there are any more beaches that stays open all night long, where you are around the world, drop a line in the comments and share. When I finally made it to the beach, it was already dark. And I was still alone trying to take selfies and record some content until I seen this girl I noticed from the other day, and I built up some confidence to ask her, will she take a pic for me? She said yes, which turned out to be an excellent conversation starter. And the bonus was she really knew how to take good photos. I guess we should enjoy each other's company after all.
Yeah, since we're here together, we might as well make the best of it. And overall, you're not a bad-looking guy. You can use some manners, though.
Yeah, I like you too.
Hey there, what you drinking? 2 shots, let's pour it up. I know what you're thinking, but tomorrow won't come for us. This life that we're living, ain't never gonna give it up. Double shot for the gifted, one more for us. There you go, drink it up. All this love in a cup. Yeah, we go slow, we go fast. Yeah, we can't get enough. We stay all day, all night, living in paradise. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life.
The next day I asked her out on a date.
This is the time of your life.
This is how I thought it went versus how it really went in
You
reality.
don't get it twice. The time of your life.
Just figuring out how to use this WhatsApp I gave you my American number.
But instead of dancing, I picked her up.
Don't look at the past, no, we're not going that way. Oh, now make it last, make it last till the break of day. No matter what people say, live life in a fast lane. Double shot for the gifted,
Then we
triple
went out
shot
to
for the pain. There you go, drink it up, all this love in a cup. Yeah, we go slow, we go fast. Yeah, we can't get enough. We stay all day, all night, living in paradise. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. This is the time of your life. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life.
After eating, we decided to go have some fun at the arcade. I thought she beat me real bad because my throttle was broke, but we wasn't even playing together. I started too late. I'm going to get some payback in the next game though. I just gotta make sure we start at the same time. Okay, I'm ready. Top speed, my type of game. Let's go. game wouldn't let me start until I buckled up my seatbelt. Okay, now we're good. That was fun. I'll give it a 10 out of 10. My seatbelt was broke again, and since the game moves, it won't start until you buckle up. That concludes my date with Maria. There could have been more, but if there was, I wouldn't kiss and tell. Next up, I always wanted to try some escargot, so let's get some street food from Ho Chi Minh City. It's time to book another flight with Vietnam Airlines. I upgraded this time, so I'm flying premium, no more coach for me. I had to hypnotize myself to get ready to eat some snails, because when does snail seem like an appetizing food choice, other than when you see really rich people eat them and say things like, that escargot is to die for. What do you think about snails, Benjamin?
Money doesn't grow on trees, but snails eat leaves.
Blue Sky Apartments, my upscale lodging for the weekend, conveniently located right next to the airport. I could just imagine the shower feeling so good.
Take a fucking nice photo. Oh, God. Hey, turn it off, girl. You got a key in?
Now I'm going to relax for a few, then I am off to find some escargot snails. Vietnam weather can cause severe skin reactions if exposed to the sun for too long. That's why you see a lot of people wearing hoods or using an umbrella to block sun rays and a mask to shield themselves from pollution. My smart glasses died, but I did walk down a shady-looking alley to the left, and to my surprise, I found some escargot. It definitely was a hidden gem, and I could tell by his expression because he looked at me like he barely see tourists. And he had over 3 different types of escargot, and oysters, crabs, squid, and more. Correction. Actually, it was 4 types of snails.
And you saved a lot of money.
Surprisingly, down that same alley, I uncovered a community farming area. Took another left and came to this narrow alleyway that was like a labyrinth type of maze. I was hoping that I didn't get lost because Google Maps was acting up. It took me in a circle like twice off camera. But I noticed that this was the same road I walked down earlier, so I felt a little bit of relief knowing that this way seemed more familiar. Oh man, I haven't seen so many motorcycles in my life. I made it back to the room, and I was wondering how good the food is going to be, me trying escargot for the first time. So this is the moment I've been waiting for, and I was going to go swimming first. But I noticed me stalling, so I decided to stop beating around the bush and eat my escargot and then go swimming, because I didn't want to get cramps, and plus the pool closed at 10, so I didn't need to rush. After I ate, I decided to go for a swim. Am I too cool for the pool? Nah, let's get in.
Jump in this mug. There.
That was perfect. Thanks, Vietnam. Now let's fly back to Hong Kong. And from Hong Kong, we will fly back to the US. Since I had booked a round-trip flight, I got to fly back first-class Polaris. Polaris food is always good.
I thought the flavours were really nice. Loved the vegetables; they were cooked beautifully, and yeah, there was real sort of hint of coconut, which I really liked.
That's why I feel free when I fly like the planes in the sky.
Music is all around us. As a whole, we use our talent and knowledge in music to bring us together. When you walk down the street, look around. What do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters. These are the very minds of the people that we are trying to set free. But until we do, those people are part of a system. That system leaves us on our own. Most of these people are not ready to hear what we have to say. Most people cannot understand what we have to say. Many are so unnerved, so helplessly dependent on their system, that they are afraid. Afraid of how noise, sounds, and ultimately music can set their minds free.
We find joy in the simplest things.
Flavours were really nice. Loved the vegetables; they were cooked beautifully, and yeah, there was a real sort of hint of coconut, which I really liked.
That's why I feel free when I fly like the planes in the sky.
As a whole, we can use our talent and knowledge in music to bring us together. When you walk down the street, look around. What do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters. These are the very minds of the people that we are trying to set free. But until we do, those people are part of a system. That system leaves us on our own. Most of these people are not ready to hear what we have to say. Most people cannot understand what we have to say. Many are so unnerved, so helplessly dependent on their system, that they are afraid. Afraid of how noise, sounds, and ultimately music can set their minds free.
We find joy in the simplest things.
I made it back to the States. I arrived at the LAX airport at 7:30 a.m. Okay, that wraps up my trip to Vietnam. And if you like what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, travel safely and be free, my friends.
I'm going to walk around this way real quick. I want to walk through what I'm doing. I haven't really looked at it.
Everything's great, man. That food was good. 4 seasons. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, you can eat lobster. Oh, you can eat shrimp. I had all the lobster I could enjoy. Oh my God, that shit just hit. Oh, cool.